I don't remember the exact day my marriage died. I remember the silence that settled in first. Then came the glances, empty, cold, measuring. She stopped laughing at my jokes. I stopped trying. It was slow, quiet, dangerous. When Claire told me she wanted a divorce, I wasn't surprised, but I still broke inside. I didn't fight it at first. I thought we'd do it civilly. We had a daughter, for God's sake, Ellie. Sweet, bright, curious, the best part of both of us. I told Claire I'd be fair, generous even. She smiled, like she already knew something I didn't. The court hearings were brutal. Her lawyer painted me as distant, unstable, said I wasn't involved emotionally, that I couldn't be trusted alone with Ellie. Lies. But the worst part? They brought Ellie in. She was only 9. She sat on that stand and said she didn't want to live with me. Said I made her uncomfortable, that I yelled, that I scared her. I looked at her, stunned, my throat closing around my breath. She didn't look at me. I don't know if she believed what she was saying. Maybe she did. Maybe Claire convinced her. Maybe she just wanted to please her mom, but in that moment, I lost everything. The judge gave Claire the house. Full custody, child support. She even got the dog. I walked out of that courthouse a ghost. A man with no home, no daughter, and no voice. I didn't fight. I didn't know how. I was too stunned, too gutted. The first year was the darkest. I rented a room above a garage, ate tuna from cans, picked up contract work where I could. I drank too much, slept too little, spent hours scrolling through old photos of Ellie, her Halloween costumes, her drawings, her laugh. She stopped answering my messages, stopped picking up the phone. I sent letters, never got replies. I'd sit in my car some nights outside her school just to see her walk out. Once she saw me, turned around. Claire was behind her. They walked the other way. I cried the whole drive home. But time has teeth, and pain doesn't stay sharp forever. By year 3, I started to rebuild. Found steady work, got a promotion, moved into a decent apartment, started running, quit drinking, made peace with being alone. But not easily, not gracefully. I had nights where I'd wake up sweating thinking she called my name. Days where seeing a dad and daughter at the park made me physically sick. My therapist told me to write letters I wouldn't send. I wrote dozens. I'm sorry. I miss you. Why did you say those things? All of them ended the same. I still love you. Eventually, I stopped writing. Not because I stopped feeling, but because I couldn't live inside the echo chamber forever. I dated, briefly. Nothing stuck. No one understood that I wasn't mourning a wife. I was mourning a child still alive. Ellie faded into memory, a wound that became a scar. I still loved her, of course I did. But I learned how to live around the missing part. Then, last fall, I got an email. Subject line: Hey Dad. I stared at it for a full 10 minutes before I opened it. It was from Ellie. She was 19 now. Said she'd found my email online. Said she was thinking about me. Said she and Claire wanted to meet. Mom's struggling financially, she wrote. We were hoping you might help with my college tuition. I didn't respond right away. I read the message 10, 20 times. My hands shook. My chest burned. Not a word about the past. Not a single apology. Just a request, a favor, a handout. We met in a cafe 2 weeks later. Claire looked older. Still poised, still sharp-tongued. Ellie looked like her. Same eyes, but there was something closed off in her face. Polite, distant. Claire did most of the talking. Explained how hard things had been since the divorce, how expensive tuition had become, how Ellie was working 2 jobs and needed support. I listened. I let them finish. Then I said, Ellie, do you remember the last time you looked at me? She blinked, shifted, didn't answer. Do you remember what you said in court? Claire cut in. That's not fair. She was a child. I looked at her. No, what's not fair is losing your daughter to lies, to manipulation, and then being asked for money 10 years later without a single acknowledgement of that. Claire stood up. Said something about me being bitter, that I hadn't changed. I ignored her. I turned to Ellie. I loved you, I said. Still do somehow. But love doesn't mean debt. And if you want something from me, I need something too. Truth, accountability, a real relationship. They left. Weeks passed, pause, then one day another email. Just Ellie this time. She wrote, I don't know what's true anymore. I only know I want to know you. Not for money, not for tuition, just to know who you are and to let you know me. She asked if we could meet. Alone. I said yes, but I told her, this time you come to me. You listen, you stay, and you prove to me that I'm not just a wallet or a stranger. You prove to me you're ready. She said, okay. The first meeting was quiet, awkward, painful. She drank tea. I had coffee. We sat across from each other like strangers with too much history. She asked about my job. I told her. She asked what kind of music I liked now. I laughed, said I still played the same old Springsteen. She smiled. Then she said, I think Mom was wrong about some things. That was the first real crack. Now we meet sometimes. Once a month maybe, a coffee, a lunch, a walk. She's still figuring things out, so am I. We don't talk about the court or Claire, not yet. We talk about books, music, the weather, nothing important, and somehow everything. I don't know if we'll ever have what we lost, but she's trying, and I'm watching. And for now, that's enough.